Now, on Good Morning Northwest, you have the power to help shape the city's future tomorrow. Key races on the ballot, and elections officials are making a final push to get ballots turned in. We'll have a live report with what you need to know.
And we've got more wet weather on the way this week. I'm tracking when those soggy conditions will arrive.
And the government shutdown enters its second month, and now there's a new twist that could change everything, from food benefits to flying, how tens of millions of Americans are about to face the brunt of it. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nancy. It is Monday, November 3rd. Welcome to it. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray with our first alert forecast. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning. And boy, it was a nice day yesterday. Most of us will end up with a pretty nice morning, but wet weather is coming back into the forecast, and in some cases it's going to come back very quickly, especially in southern parts of our viewing area around the Blue Mountains, the southern Palouse, and then into the southern parts of central Washington, where we are starting to see at least a little bit of rain from around the Tri-Cities area, trying to creep north towards the Othello area and across southern Grant County. So it wouldn't shock me at all here as we head through the next couple of hours if we see some sprinkles in this area. Other parts to watch, if you're from around the Blue Mountains or in parts of Whitman County as well, you may see a few sprinkles here as we head over the next few hours. We'll start to see, as we get into the late morning, things become a little bit more vigorous and more steady as far as rain in these areas. Now, for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, things are going to stay pretty quiet, but this system is moving in from the coast, and so as the day goes on, our rain chances get higher and higher, especially in the afternoon and the evening, where things really jump up to it's definitely going to be raining territory here for the second half of the day and then through the night here as well. It's all part of a wet week ahead. I'm tracking 3 weather systems over the next few days that are going to keep things pretty soggy. We will be dry for a decent portion of Tuesday, but that might be the longest break we have for this entire work week. We'll take a closer look over the next few days with our simulated radar coming up.
Matt, thanks. The government shutdown is now entering its second month with no end in sight. President Trump wants Republicans to scrap the filibuster in order to reopen the government with a simple majority vote.
Yeah, in the meantime, people around the country are feeling its impact this morning. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports.
Good morning. Right now, air traffic controllers and TSA workers continue working without pay, many calling out sick and triggering delays and cancellations across the country. As the Treasury Secretary warns, it will only get worse. This morning, with just days to go until the government shutdown becomes the longest in history, President Trump encouraging Republicans to change Senate rules and allow Republicans to reopen the government with a simple majority without needing any votes from Democrats. It comes as 42 million Americans face losing critical food assistance. A federal judge now ordering the Trump administration to start making food stamp payments today or partial payments by Wednesday. However, it's not clear if the White House will comply. The Trump administration arguing it can't legally use emergency funds. The president on 60 Minutes last night pointing the finger at Democrats.
I mean, the Republicans are voting almost unanimously to end it, and the Democrats keep voting against ending it.
It's very unfortunate that Donald Trump and Republicans have decided to weaponize hunger and withhold SNAP benefits.
It comes as the stalemate on Capitol Hill continues with no progress. The main sticking point, extending tax credits for the Affordable Care Act. Virginia resident Beth Dreyer, who relies on that subsidy, says her monthly payment is set to jump from $80 to $425.
This is more than quadrupled in cost for me. So it's just straight out. There's no way I would be able to afford this next year.
Amid the gridlock in the nation's capital, a new ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll finds nearly 60% of Americans disapprove of Trump's handling of the government, and nearly 2/3 believe the U.S. is headed in the wrong direction. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
As the shutdown continues, families throughout our community are running out of their federal food assistance benefits as SNAP funds are empty.
Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown has declared an emergency, anticipating the increase in need across the city, but that's facing pushback from within the city council. The declaration stems from 2 key issues: families running out of federal food benefits as a result of the shutdown, and the city's new camping ban passed about a week ago. Brown's administration anticipates they'll need funding for more shelter beds as enforcement ramps up, which is part of why Brown declared this emergency.
Declaring an emergency allows us to bypass lengthy contracting processes and get funds out more quickly.
But Councilmember Jonathan Bingle is challenging the scope. In council documents, he argues the mayor is using the food crisis as a guise to fund non-food programs without council approval, which happens in an emergency declaration. Tonight, the council will vote on a resolution to accept, modify, or reject the declaration entirely.
And this is now the second longest government shutdown in U.S. history, and it's hitting home hard. 1 in 5 people in Spokane County depends on federal food assistance. So when the city council meets tonight, it will also be voting on a resolution to demand our federal representatives put an end to the shutdown. Councilmember Shelby Lambden introduced that measure. Amid the uncertainty over SNAP benefits, food banks across the inland Northwest are struggling to stay stocked.
And the food distributors they turn to for help are struggling as well.
Right now, it's going out faster than it's coming in.
Organizations like Second Harvest and Northwest Harvest distribute food to hundreds of food banks across eastern Washington and North Idaho. But they say the calls for help keep coming, and despite their efforts, it's not enough to keep up.
We've increased our food purchasing budget by $1 million and have doubled our purchasing budget for November. With that being said, that's not the solution. For every 1 meal that the emergency food system provides, SNAP provides 9 meals.
Local distributors say they can't take their foot off the gas. If you want to help, they say donations of food and money can fill in that growing need. Well, tomorrow is Election Day, and if you still haven't turned in your ballot, your time is running out.
As several Spokane City Council seats are up for grabs, and officials are making a final push to remind voters how, where, and when to cast those votes. Hannah Joy is live from the County Elections Office. Good morning.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Natalie. Voters have until 8 p.m. tomorrow to actually turn in their ballot. Ballots are ready and they're good to go. But I do have Mike McLaughlin, who is the elections manager, to tell us just a little bit about one of the big the city council race that is on the ballot this year. We're looking at District 1, 2, and 3. Mike, can you tell us why it's so important for folks to get out there and vote?
Well, I mean, it's important to vote because these are your local representatives. That's who makes the decisions for you that affect your daily lives. So it is important to vote and select who does represent you.
And with that, that actual deadline of 8 p.m., why is that such a crucial deadline? That's the hard cutoff time.
Right. I mean, our drop boxes close at 8 p.m., so you have to have your ballot into one of those drop boxes by 8 o'clock. If you use the post office, we're recommending that you go in now and get a hand cancel on your ballot to make sure it does get counted for this election. It has to be postmarked by tomorrow to be counted.
And so far, what type of turnout are you seeing with the races?
We're sitting at about 21% turnout right now, and we're expecting it to be up to 40%.
And how is voter participation looking this year?
I mean, we're ahead of the 2021 election is part of that. It's been good, and we just wanted to keep up. So get your ballot in, vote it, and turn it in.
And again, if you still have your ballot, it's not too late. Don't wait. Turn it in at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We have all the Dropbox locations on our website at KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
To those boxes before 8 p.m. on Election Day is the important key reminder here. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:09.
All right, let's get you on over to meteorologist Matt Gray, where we have a lot of pretty colors on that map right there.
Yes, lots of pretty colors. Lots of the radar sites kind of pinging off of the high clouds that are moving across the inland Northwest. It looks a little bit more exciting than it actually is out there. But there is rain, and that rain is coming to the inland Northwest later today. How much longer will you see some dry skies? We'll take a look at that coming up.
And the Seahawks just did something they haven't done in years, and it has fans talking this morning. The incredible streak that's making history coming up a little later here on Good Morning Northwest.
And this week's elections will be the first major test of President Trump's second term. New polling numbers reveal how Americans really feel right now. The story after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Numerica Credit Union. For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
From the 5 a.m. morning regulars to those gotta fit it in lunchtime rush business goers to the busy moms that need childcare so they can just have a little time to themselves. Move Fitness is here for you, serving up the largest variety of workout options in Spokane. And right now, you can get it all for about $1 a day. So what are you waiting for? Stop by a Move Fitness near you today.
Join the movement.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A British man has been charged in connection with a mass stabbing attack on a London train.
A Saturday attack left 9 people with life-threatening injuries. 1 person is still in critical condition. The suspect is also charged in a separate attack in London the same day. Police are working to determine a motive, but said there is no evidence to suggest that the attacks were terror-related.
In India, a truck loaded with concrete chips rammed into a passenger bus today, killing 20 people, injuring 24 more. The head-on crash left the bus badly mangled, trapping several people inside. The collision came a day after a minibus carrying passengers in another part of the country crashed into a parked truck, killing at least 15 people, injuring 2 others.
Open enrollment is now underway for the 2026 health insurance under the Affordable Care Act, but Congress remains deadlocked over whether to extend Obamacare enhanced premium subsidies. Without the subsidies, many Americans will see steep premium increases. Congressional Democrats insist that any federal funding package contain an extension of the beefed up subsidies. Republicans say they'll only discuss that matter after the government reopens.
And as Americans head to the polls this week, key elections are set to gauge how Americans feel about President Donald Trump in his second term. A new CNN poll shows Trump's approval rating at 37%, the worst of his second term so far. Americans are also broadly unhappy with the state of the country, with 68% saying things are going badly, citing the economy and cost of living as top issues.
It's time to plan your day. Overcast conditions here this morning. We'll see the rain begin in many areas this afternoon, and then a lot of rainy weather to come into the evening, through the overnight, and into parts of tomorrow as well.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:14.
College football coaches are getting fired left and right this season, but they're walking away with something that will shock you. The massive payouts that have universities spending big. It's coming up a little later here on Good Morning Northwest.
Holiday deals are popping up, but is now the time to buy or should you wait? I'm Hannah Joy. Holiday shopping this year is a little bit different. I'll show you how to shop smart, save some cash, and keep the holiday stress off your list tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Spokane Municipal Court Judge Mary Logan claims to be dedicated to justice and service for our city, but her court has been a revolving door of catch, release, repeat, with repeat offenders arrested and released 13 times, 9 times, 16 times. But former prosecutor Lyndon Smithson is committed to hold repeat offenders accountable. He'll restore our confidence and improve public safety. So vote Lyndon Smithson for Spokane Municipal Court Position 2.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we let our reviews speak for themselves. To see more of our reviews, just go to goldsealplumbing.com/reviews.
Gold Seal Plumbing, we're on our way.
AutoNation's Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with $0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you are allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Good morning. Your time is now just about 6:18. We've been showing you this live look of One Spokane Stadium because we're pretty excited about the Velocity taking a big win last night in the first time they've ever hosted a playoff game.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll be showing you some of those highlights coming up a little bit later.
So much fun.
It's good stuff.
You know what else is nice? We can see outside.
That is nice.
Because the sun is coming up.
Yes, I hope everyone remembered to fall back.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brain was so off. And my brain was all thrown off. Also, I wish dogs understood daylight saving time.
Oh, don't get me
Winnie
started.
crying for her dinner an hour early. I felt bad. I had to give it to her early.
Yeah, I got up at 5 a.m. on Sunday. That was great.
Yeah, but you got that extra hour throughout the day.
I wanted another extra.
I understand.
I wanted another extra hour. All right, so you want to ditch the switch, right? That's what everybody talks about this time of the year. So you got to pick. You got to pick one. If you're on all standard time, you have 46 days in the summertime of sunrises before 4 a.m. If you pick all daylight time, you got 86 days of sunrises after 8 a.m. Then we go to the other side of it. The latest summer sunset is only 7:51 on all standard time. On all daylight, the earliest winter sunset is 4:57. So you got to pick. You got to pick one. You can't have both unless you want to keep doing this. Switch forever and ever and be upset twice a year and be mad. I'm mad.
Thank you for pointing that out, by the way.
Good comparison.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We live in a very northern part of the country. It affects us more than most people. All right, so 6:37, our official sunrise here. 4:28 is our sunset. The darkness comes early. this time of the year. 35 in Spokane right now. It's 36 in Coeur d'Alene. We've got some 40s down in the Moses Lake area and Wenatchee. We have wet weather on the way with these dark looming clouds as you look to the west. Rain chances stay pretty low here as we head towards 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. I expect us to only get up into the mid-40s for this afternoon. And then here comes the wet weather. Rain chances take a big jump as we head into the early and middle afternoon. I expect by about 3 or 4, I would be very surprised if you hadn't seen at least a little bit of rain. And then in the evening, we ramp it up even further. It is going to be a soggy dinner time and then through the overnight as well. So here are the kind of breakdown of the rain chances here. The darker colors show higher chances of rain during this time frame. So lunchtime at Spokane and Coeur d'Alene across the Palouse region. Pretty low chances as you head further north. And then almost everybody's got a pretty good chance as we head towards kind of this evening. A lot of the wet weather, though, going to be staying away from places like Bonners Ferry and other parts further north. You'll get a little bit of rain, but not nearly as much as what we're going to be seeing further south with this stream of moisture. We continue to see pretty wet conditions here on the northern Palouse and into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area early on Tuesday morning. And then watch what happens for Tuesday afternoon. Looks like some pretty pleasant weather here as we end Tuesday. We'll see the back end of the day be fairly dry in our forecast. And then heading into Tuesday night, here comes the rain. Once again, as storm system number 2 comes in. That'll be for a decent chunk of Wednesday. And then Thursday into Friday, storm system number 3 also bringing in some gusty winds. And then this weekend, we finally start to dry out for a longer period. But right now, it's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for Pet of the Week.
November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and at Companions Animal Center, we have several seniors who are looking for a happy home. Like Spencer, who is 15 years old and loves to carry on a quiet conversation. Or if you prefer an exercise partner, Moki, who is 7, could stand to lose a few pounds. Older pets are known for their loyalty and affection, as if they know you are giving them a second chance at a loving home. So if you're looking to add a pet to your family, consider opening your heart to a senior. No matter how scraggly they may look or how shy they are, you won't regret letting them spend their golden years with you. For more information, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
I just want to scrungle all their faces.
And scratch their ears. And the good thing is they don't have that kitty stuff. I mean, which is great, but it's kind of nice to have a little more chill.
Exactly. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:22.
Well, the Seahawks didn't just win last night. They put on a masterclass. How complete was that performance? We have the highlights. They'll tell the story right after this break in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Parker Subaru, we understand that every Subaru is unique.
That's why we offer a wide range of genuine Subaru accessories designed to enhance your driving experience and match your lifestyle. From rugged outdoor adventures to everyday convenience, we have what you need to personalize your Subaru.
Explore genuine Subaru accessories at parkersubaru.com or visit us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
The sooner you call, the sooner we can start working on your case.
And remember, the call is free, the advice is free.
And we win your case, or it's free.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident?
Call Russell and Hill.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. Friday, November 21st, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketswest.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Good morning, folks. It's time for sports. Quite a thriller last night with a win from the Seahawks on the road for their 10th straight. Let's roll into some highlights. Seattle came out swinging in the first half. Look at this beautiful drop in the bucket from Sam Darnold to Torrey Horton for a touchdown, and it's his second score of the evening, making it 14-0. Later on, rookie tight end Elijah Arroyo gets a score of his own, his first in the NFL, 21-0 Hawks after that. Darnold at one point was perfect, 16 for 16, including this one to Cody White. White has his first pro touchdown as well in this game, making it 28-0. It was all Seahawks from start to finish, even trying a tush-push of their own with A.J. Barner for the exclamation point. The Commanders would tack on a touchdown late, but it didn't change the fact that the Seahawks were just soaring. Absolutely dominated in that one last night for a final score of 38-14. Up next, they have a home game on Sunday, November 9th, and they'll host the Arizona Cardinals with kickoff set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific time. And that was the sound of the celebration over at One Spokane Stadium after Velocity won in a penalty shootout to advance to the next round last night. Head coach Lee Wiedemann spoke about the impact the fans had on this playoff match.
They're the reason why we win games like this. They really are. And it's important for the city and the people of Spokane to know that, because without them driving us on in that second overtime, we probably don't push the way we do. We probably don't get the penalty.
First playoff game at home ended in an absolute thriller of a win. They'll host the next round on Sunday, November 9th at 6 p.m. And that'll do it for Good Morning Sports. Make sure you come back and tune in for all the action in sports in the Inland Northwest tonight. And we want to announce a very special birthday today. Good Morning America is turning 50.
Happy 50th GMA. You won't want to miss the celebration starting this morning at 7. Here's your first look at some of the festivities.
In this morning's GMA First Look, guess who's turning 50? That's right, you are cordially invited to a party half a century in the making.
Good morning, I'm David Hartman. Today is Monday, November the 3rd.
And to celebrate 50 years of Good Morning America, we're bringing back some familiar faces and remembering our favorite moments.
We took the show to Australia and New Zealand, and I said, let's go bungee jump. Now, the show would never have allowed us to do that. So we snuck out with a camera crew, of course.
So I'm out at the end of the platform, and I remember saying,
I sincerely hope this is not the last time I say, Good Morning America.
The executives were, in an instant, angry at us for doing it, and so excited that we had the videotape.
The party starts at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ginger Z, ABC News, New York.
Even on an antidepressant, I was masking my depression. I felt I was missing out on the moments around me. So my doctor prescribed Rexulti.
When added to an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
She said Rexulti could provide a boost. For me, less depression meant enjoying the little things.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could a boost help you build on your progress?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
With less pain and swelling from active psoriatic arthritis,
Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. Some patients even felt less fatigued. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com, vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
In football, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like when they stack the box.
These are huge insurance companies.
And they'll do anything to keep you from winning.
Like stacking the box with attorneys to fight your claim.
That's when you call an audible and call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and stories people are talking about today.
It looks like the suspects in the Louvre heist aren't expert thieves or even part of an organized crime ring, but local petty criminals. That's according to the Paris prosecutor. One man has 10 previous convictions for robbery. Another has more than 15 convictions, 2 for robberies. One of the men is in a long-term relationship with the woman who is also detained.
This year's college football season is far from over, but coaches are already dropping like flies. Nearly a dozen have been fired so far, and because of their ironclad contracts, buyouts are costing some very big bucks. For example, LSU's Brian Kelly receiving a massive estimated buyout of $53 million, and Penn State's James Franklin's estimated at $49 million. All told, universities owe about $185 million in contract buyouts, essentially paying coaches millions of dollars not to work.
Oof. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:32. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Let's talk about today, Monday, November 3rd, and our forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray. Looking a little wet.
Yeah, looking a little soggy here. So we look at the radar picture over the last hour across the Pacific Northwest, and it looks pretty busy, and it is, especially as you look down into Oregon. However, a lot of what we're seeing is our local radar sites kind of bouncing off some of these high clouds here. So it's actually not as busy as it may look in eastern Washington and North Idaho. As you can see, there's some stuff going on as you head further south towards places like the Tri-Cities, but it's pretty quiet this morning, just that cloud cover around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and the rest of our region. Now, if we flip over to the radar in Pendleton, that gives us a better idea of where it's actually raining. Just some sprinkles in the Tri-Cities. The bulk of the moisture is still on the Oregon side of the Columbia River here, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get into our area, but it is coming, and that means for the second half of today, things are going to be soggy, especially along I-90 and points to the south as we get into kind of the lunchtime hour, and then especially heading into the evening, we're going to see soggy conditions. So our temperatures aren't going to move all that much today, especially during the second half of the day and into the evening. And we'll have very good chances of rain for the second half of today and tonight. And there's a lot more rain we're tracking this week, as this week in total looks pretty wet. All that coming up in your extended forecast.
All right, Matt, thanks. Spokane voters have a big decision to make tomorrow, and it's not just about picking candidates.
The Together Spokane initiative is on the ballot, combining a Spokane Public Schools bond and a Spokane Parks and Recreation levy. This will fund new schools, renovations, playground upgrades, park improvements, and a lot more. Hannah Joy live this morning at the elections office here in Spokane. And Hannah, what should voters be keeping in mind today as they get ready for tomorrow?
Well, if voters still have those ballots at home, today is the perfect day to turn it in. 8 p.m. tomorrow is the cutoff for ballot drop boxes to be turned in. And I am here with Mike McLaughlin to tell us just a little bit more about why it's so important to actually vote, but to even tell us about the Together Spokane initiative. Can you give us a little bit more details about that, Mike?
Well, I mean, it's important to vote because these are your local elections. These are the ones that basically control or govern your daily life in making decisions in schools, city councils, and those type of things. So the Together Spokane is two different initiatives, one for Spokane, City of Spokane Parks, and the other is for District 81 bonds. So those are very important to the community and to those districts, and it's important that you vote and make your choice for those issues.
But why is it so important to meet that deadline of 8 p.m.?
I mean, after 8 p.m. we can't accept your ballot and it won't be counted.
And it has to be postmarked.
It has to be postmarked by tomorrow. So, I mean, we're recommending that you use the ballot drop boxes, but if you want to use the post office, the recommendation is to get your envelope hand canceled at the post office.
And so if a ballot is lost, damaged, or stolen, can voters get a replacement? How does that work?
So there's 3 different ways. You can come to our office in downtown Spokane. You can go to Center Place Event Center, or you can go online at votewa.gov and get a replacement ballot.
And election results will start rolling in at 8:15 tomorrow evening. And you can even get more details on Dropbox locations, 27 locations to be exact, on our website at KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. Detectives in Kootenai County arrested a 61-year-old man from Rathdrum when they found a crack cocaine manufacturing setup inside a home. The search also uncovered powder cocaine, methamphetamine, and more than 2 pounds of psilocybin mushrooms. Investigators also found multiple guns, ammunition, drug distribution materials, and cash. The Rathdrum Police Department also started a child abuse investigation when officers found a family with 3 children living in a shed behind the house. Those children were taken into protective custody.
The holiday shopping season is creeping up on us here, but should you really start buying now, or is it better to wait?
Getting ahead can save money and lock in the best selection, but you also have to watch return windows and warranties. Timing is everything.
Consumer Reports is sharing strategies to help you shop smart, get the most out of the current deals, and avoid holiday gift headaches later. You can watch that full story tomorrow here on Good Morning Northwest. Start breaking out those lists, start getting in your brain what you want to get people. Now is the time to prepare.
Oh, gosh, I can't believe it's already here.
I know. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:37.
Hey, Matt is already here as well.
What?
Pretty. And everybody fell back with our clocks, hopefully.
Yeah.
Remember to do that? Or?
Exactly. And now we have, at least for the next couple of weeks, we get to see the sunrise again on this program here. And boy, it's looking like a beautiful sunrise in the St. Mary's area. Clouds are rolling in. We've got wet weather on the way for this afternoon. We'll take you through what looks like it's going to be a soggy week this week in my forecast coming up.
Plus, a California hunter survives 20 days lost in the Sierra wilderness without food or life-saving medication. The incredible rescue that his family calls a miracle. Coming up.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/Coats for Kids to find a distribution location near you.
Your locally owned Papa Murphy's is proud to be a sponsor of Coats for Kids this year. Papa Murphy's would like to thank the community for their generous coat donations. Stop by any Papa Murphy's, grab a pizza, and stay warm this winter.
For over 40 years, Parker Toyota has been dedicated to serving the people of North Idaho with top quality used vehicles that exceed industry standards.
That's because every used car undergoes a rigorous 160-point inspection. If it doesn't meet our standards, it doesn't belong on our lot.
Providing the highest quality used cars and trucks is just the beginning of our commitment to you as a customer.
Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Holiday deals are popping up, but is now the time to buy or should you wait? I'm Hannah Joy. Holiday shopping this year is a little bit different. I'll show you how to shop smart, save some cash, and keep the holiday stress off your list tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. As we get closer to Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to honor those who serve.
Yeah, we want you to share photos with us so that we can also share the love of your veterans or active duty military member in your life. I want to share my own to kick things off. This is my son, Private Nick Greep, who finished up a basic training at Fort Benning. He is now at Fort Bragg in North Carolina in the Airborne Division. And I'm so proud. I'm just so proud. And we want to see your pictures as well.
Absolutely. Send us those pictures of the veteran or active duty military member in your life. Tell us why they deserve that recognition. 3 lucky winners will get a $100 gift card to Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift, courtesy of BECU. Send those pictures in.
Yeah, what a great way to kick things off here. We are kicking off the week and planning your day under overcast skies for this afternoon. The rain starts to fall. The first of 3 systems we're going to be tracking this week. That rainy weather continues all through the night and into tomorrow morning.
Now to an incredible story of survival that's making headlines this morning.
Yeah, a California hunter has been found alive after being stranded in the Sierra wilderness for 20 days. Authorities say 65-year-old Ron Daly disappeared October 13th during what was supposed to be a day-long hunting trip. His family says Daly only had enough food to last him about 2 weeks and was without his diabetes medication. Daly explains he got lost after taking a wrong turn and ended up in rough, unfamiliar terrain. He says his truck eventually broke down, leaving him with no choice but to walk and find help.
I go, well, this is it, Ron. 2 days of hunting. You either try to walk out or you're going to sit here and die.
Along the way, he lost his phone and had no way to call for help. On Saturday, a group of hunters spotted him. They say he hadn't eaten he says he hadn't eaten in almost a week. Wow. His family, overwhelmed with relief, say they're going to be focused on his health and add no more hunting for Ron. I don't know if he said that or they're saying that.
I say the family's putting a kibosh on that one. Sorry, Ron.
Wow, well, good news to end up that. It's now 6:43.
Stop missing out on free money. Financial experts say your saving account needs an upgrade. The simple switch that can put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket. That's coming up next in Money Saving Monday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Last year, I found my daughter playing with a piece of foil, and my world stopped. The panic hit me. Fentanyl, her future, everything flashing before my eyes. Now, she's scared to touch anything on the ground. That is unacceptable. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and she is the reason why I'm running for City Council. I support Prop 1. And my opponent does not. I work to make Spokane more affordable for families and seniors and reduce homelessness with compassion and accountability. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and I ask for your vote.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
Our current Extreme team, Paris Sports in Newman Lake, helping youth and adults with mobility and vision impairment, and we're going to renovate 3,000 square feet for comfort zones. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Escape to Mississauga Casino Hotel, just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Enjoy the region's only non-smoking casino, featuring exciting ways to win, delicious food options, and a beautiful hotel to book your next getaway. Relax, rejuvenate, and discover more fun with our hotel amenities, including a sparkling pool, modern fitness center, and a convenient ski locker room designed for guests heading to the slopes. Plan your perfect staycation and book today at Mississauga.com.
Black Friday used car event starts now. Shop over 25,000 used cars at AutoNation.com. All priced to sell with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Hurry to AutoNation today.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842. 4 News Now is brought to you by Colville Toyota.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. If you set up your savings account maybe 10 or even 20 years ago, you may be missing out on some free money.
Yeah, high-yield savings accounts offer better interest rates and can help you build an emergency fund with money you already have. Kirsten O'Connor talks to a financial expert in this Money Saving Monday.
High-yield savings accounts from credit unions and online banks now offer rates several times higher than traditional accounts. But there are some questions you should ask first if you're moving your money.
Opening a new savings account, especially if you already have one, likely isn't at the top of your to-do list. But financial experts say if you're earning less than 1% interest with your savings, you're missing out on free money.
Your money can work for you instead of you doing all this work for it to earn money.
Chelsea Houston is a member advisor at IQ Credit Union. She says on average you can save $920 a year with one of these accounts. It's one way people are making passive income.
This much in here and this much in here, and you're going to get $300 every single month for doing nothing.
But you don't have to start with a big balance to set up a high-yield savings account. Anyone can do it, and it can be separate from your existing accounts.
So you can do your everyday transactions through one and then set it maybe $10 a week or even $10 bi-weekly. Like, don't buy one coffee for the week, and then you can save that in that savings account.
And it's important to note many high-yield accounts come from online banks or smaller credit unions. Always verify the institution is federally insured before opening an account so that if the financial institution goes down, you're still entitled to your money. With this Money Saving Monday, I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
Now, something to think about with this. The interest earned is taxable income. That means it must be reported each year during tax time.
Some good reminders and good advice there.
Yeah, brand new Extreme Team project happening this week. It is at Paris Sports Spokane, where renovation of the library at the old Mountain View Middle School will add comfort zones, a media area, and a coffee and juice bar for the athletes and their families.
Mark Peterson and the team, as you can see, already hard at work there. Their live reveal is coming up this Thursday, so we'll have some more insights on this project all throughout the week here on Good Morning Northwest, as well as on 4 News Now at 5, 6, and Nightside as well.
Oh, they deserve that and so much more there. Exciting times.
Yeah, super exciting to see how that comes together.
Week to maybe be indoors for an indoor project. I'm sure they're very grateful.
Yeah, good thought.
It's going to be wet this week. More often than not, I think we maybe got one day where we have an extended period where it's going to be dry. That's tomorrow, by the way. Today, by the time we get to lunchtime, once we get to lunch, then we are off to the races here when it comes to wet weather. So enjoy this morning. Cloudy skies, dry conditions. Nice to see the sun up here now that we've switched our clocks back. 35 in Spokane, 36 in Coeur d'Alene. Get our mornings going. Not a whole lot of changes in your temperatures this week with lots of active weather. So we got over the next couple of days, pretty good chance to pick up some good rain in the central panhandle and in the Spokane area, as well as south across the Palouse. Rain will be a little bit harder to find along the U.S.-Canada border than it has been with the last few storms. Here's the timeline. 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the Spokane area, maybe a couple of sprinkles, that's about it. Then getting into the afternoon, those rain chances go way, way, way up, especially as we get into your evening. About dinner time, I expect things to be on the soggier end of things as well. Now, up in the mountains, we'll see some occasional light slushy snow showers. I'll talk about that in a moment, but let's show you what we have for this afternoon. As you can see, that band of wet weather right over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene here during that 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame. Another round comes in across the Palouse region for the start of the evening as everything begins to lift north with this storm, and we have lots of wet weather through the overnight and into the start of tomorrow morning, especially along and south of Interstate 90. Definitely more of a south side of the inland northwest kind of storm here, at least this particular round. Could see a little bit of slush out there in the morning on Lookout Pass. Then as we get into the afternoon on Tuesday, things clear up. It looks actually pretty nice here. It's not going to last very long. We'll see some rain come in by the time we get to Tuesday evening. Snow levels will be low enough that we can see a little bit of slushiness over Snoqualmie Pass and over Lookout Pass as well at times over the next couple of days. It'll be rain on 4th of July Pass. Stevens Pass is going to get a little bit of snow, so just use some caution if you are traveling in that area. Lots of wet weather for this upcoming week. We'll be right back with another look at your hour-by-hour forecast in the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Fred's Appliance would like to thank everyone who donated to Coats for Kids. Because of our Spokane community coming together, we can keep kids warm this winter. At Fred's, we are proud to support our community. Come see us today for the appliances you need with service you can trust.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
In celebration of Veterans Day, 4 News Now and BECU would like to honor those who've served our country. Go to KXLY.com, submit a photo and a short write-up on a veteran or military member. 4 News Now, honoring our heroes. Brought to you by BECU.
For over 50 years, North Idaho Urology has been the trusted leader in urological care. From routine checkups to advanced prostate cancer treatment, our expert team is dedicated to your health every step of the way. With cutting-edge technology, personalized care, and locations in Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and Sandpoint, we're here when you need us most. Don't wait. Early detection saves lives. Schedule your appointment today at niurology.com or call 208-667-0621.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the work week with the Morning Sprint.
We got meteorologist Matt Gray here with a look at your work week forecast when you're going to see some rain and that new early sunset.
And Hannah Joy's live with some important reminders for tomorrow's big election day.
But first, as the government shutdown continues, families throughout our community are running out of their federal food assistance benefits as SNAP funds are empty. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown has declared an emergency, anticipating the increase in need across the city, but it's facing pushback from within the city council. The declaration stems from 2 key issues: the families running out of that federal food benefits as a result of the shutdown and the city's new camping ban that passed about a week ago. Brown's administration anticipates they'll need funding for more shelter beds as enforcement ramps up, which is part of why Brown declared the emergency.
Declaring an emergency allows us to bypass lengthy contracting processes and get funds out more quickly.
But Councilmember Jonathan Bingle is challenging the scope. In council documents, he argues that the mayor is using the food crisis as a guise to fund non-food programs without council approval, which happens in an emergency declaration. Tonight, the council will be voting on a resolution to accept, modify, or reject the declaration entirely.
This is now the second longest government shutdown in U.S. history, and it's hitting home hard. 1 in 5 people in Spokane County depends on federal food assistance. So when the city council meets tonight, it will also vote on a resolution to demand our federal representatives put an end to the shutdown. Councilmember Shelby Lambden introduced that measure.
In your forecast, it is dry and cloudy, but we are going to see some wet weather roll in later today. Expect that for your morning commute, and through the late morning hours, we will be generally dry. Just a very slight chance of a sprinkle or two. Temperatures moving from the 30s to the 40s. The rain chances ramp up a ton as we head into the afternoon and into the evening. Sunset tonight, 4:28. Now that the clocks have fallen back.
The countdown is on. Voters have until tomorrow at 8 p.m. to turn in their ballot. This year, several Spokane City Council seats are on the ballot. District 1, 2, and 3, and the Together Spokane Initiative. These are all races that could influence everything from housing, schools, parks, and policing. Again, if you have not turned in your ballot, don't wait. You have until 8 p.m. tomorrow.
And as Americans head to the polls this week, key elections are set to gauge how Americans feel about President Donald Trump in his second term. A new CNN poll shows Trump's approval rating is at 37%, the worst of his second term so far. Americans are also broadly unhappy with the state of our country, with 68% saying things are going badly, citing the economy and the cost of living as top issues. Good Morning America has the spotlight on these national races. It's coming up in just a little bit here at 7 a.m.
Detectives in Kootenai County arrested a 61-year-old man from Rathdrum when they found a crack cocaine manufacturing setup inside his home. The search also uncovered powder cocaine, methamphetamine, and more than 2 pounds of psilocybin mushrooms. The Rathdrum Police Department also started a child abuse investigation when officers found a family with 3 children living in a shed behind the house. Those children were taken into custody.
Multiple vehicles hit and killed a woman Saturday north of Chelan. Washington State Patrol is looking for one of the cars involved. WSP says 64-year-old Annette Gore of Brewster was walking in the northbound lanes on Highway 97 around 7 Saturday night. The first driver tried but was unable to avoid hitting her. She was then hit by 2 more cars, one of which left the scene. Gore died. None of the other people involved were hurt. WSP is now looking for the second vehicle involved and suspects drugs or alcohol played a factor.
A traffic alert in Idaho this morning. Crews will shut down the eastbound off-ramp from I-90 to Cataldo for bridge work. The ramp will close today. It's expected to stay closed for 3 weeks, depending on weather. Idaho Transportation Department recommends eastbound drivers get off at Kingston, then get back on the westbound side to exit to Cataldo.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this break.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff.
Where do you think you're going?
See? No flakes down here.
Make every wash count.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
Well, cloudy skies here over Spokane. We got a sliver of sunrise here over the past 20 minutes or so. That should be about it today. Cloudy skies. We'll see some rain roll in as we head into the afternoon. More wet weather, a chance pretty much every single day this week. We'll start to see a longer period of drying out for this weekend. That's a long way away.
I gotta go find my umbrella. It's hidden somewhere.
Yeah, you better find it.
Yeah,
Look at
right.
that.
I need it. Thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, Good Morning America starts next with a big celebration, 50 years. It's a birthday? It's an anniversary?
All
It's
of the
both.
above.
We'll see you throughout with live local updates. See you then.